Hello. Welcome to today's Daily Music Theory Draw. I'm your host, Dashel, and big wins today, and we lost power. That's not gonna stop me. Got the cards. Let's see what's in them. And shuffle them over here. Well, I can already tell today is going to be a bit of a challenge. I always think about when the winds are high and trees are falling apart and smashing power lines. Somehow the power always comes on while the storm is still happening. And that means there's people out there right now in the wind and the mess playing with high voltage, high amperage electricity 25 feet in the air. And those people are just, it's a dangerous job. I'm really grateful. What a pain. When power goes out, I always feel like just canceling everything and chilling. And but here we are. And I'm going to cut that stack. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ah, man, the Ninja Queen. Well, remember, that isn't always a terrible thing. There's just, music's gotta have that Ninja Queen in it. You can't have a good song with only minor chords in it, or with only major chords in it. I mean, alright, you can. You can have some, White Horse for the Twins. You can have some pretty addictive songs with just major chords in them. Take Call Me Maybe, for example. The chord structure to that is just the angel and the conductor, the whole song. It never goes home, and that's why it's so addictive. And speaking of the conductor, here we are. And conductor on the dark horse. But this is interesting because we have the twins on the white horse. Another tow truck. Okay, well, let's see. Non-tonal bass note, and that's G. Right now it's G, B flat, D. And so if I'm gonna close my... And, I hit a black key. This is gonna be interesting. It's G sharp. Let's see what that does. Alright, so G minor over G sharp. This is gonna be good. What a mess. Alright. And then it's flattened. So G flat minor over G. Because remember, when we get one of those metamorphosis cards and it transposes the whole thing, not just the chord, but also whatever note we selected for its non-tonal bass note or non-root bass note. We move the whole thing, other cards and all. And the angel is our last character card today. And let's see if anything's on it. Nope. The mayor's trying to come through, though. Well, that's maybe a good sign. I'm going to set these down. And let me bring you a little closer for writing these down, because then you can see them a little. Just a little bit, sure. We've got A minor for that Ninja Queen, 6 chord. Not a good place to put these. I'll put them down here. Then we've got the twins, the 3 chord E minor, but with a white horse, so it's E major. Just a plain old E major 3 chord in capital Roman numerals, because that means major. Lowercase Roman numerals, that means minor. And this monster, look at this guy. And remember, we selected a G sharp, and that became a G with the transpose. But this is G flat minor over G. Yeah, that's the one. And that means I'm gonna call it the lowercase 5 flat over G. We'll put the 5th scale degree there. And then the angel ends this up with an F major, the 4 chord. So here we are. There's today's draw. Very interesting. I think this is gonna sound like a pile of wet garbage. But oh man. Okay, let's just, I'm reading a lot into it already, and I haven't started playing it yet, so I'm gonna put you over there, and let's just give this one a play. There's that A minor, E, and then G flat minor over G. Let's try it up here. G flat minor over G is really a smashed up piece of something. I don't think I can name one song that does a chord like this. So let me see if I can voice it a little differently. That does a little better job of it. Actually, there we go. That's an interesting one. Okay. So that's the same chord as this. I'm just choosing different versions of each note. And I think that one's a little more palatable. And the angel fixes that terribleness and keeps us on track through this. Let's try that again. There's that devil's fifth tritone. That's what's giving it a lot of that weird. Let's do. This is a really interesting one. It almost seems like it ought to work. But I don't know if a song written with these would ever keep anyone's interest. It's kind of one of those types of songs you listen to and then get what's good from it, but then leave it behind. This feels to me like the Ninja Queen and the Trickster, and when so this A minor and E. A minor's 5 chord. If we were analyzing this in terms of A minor formally, that would be the 1 chord, and then A, B, C, D, E. So E would be A's 5 chord, and the 5 chord in this is the train. The train's the metaphor for that dominant motion, that 5-1 cadence, that perfect cadence. And this does get us a reverse perfect cadence, because we're going from a 1 to a 5 instead of a 5 to a 1. And then so this really represents that dark train that has been going around. This is the Ninja Queen's Air Force One personal ghost train of doom that she's been using to try to get get people on her train instead of this sort of peace train that's been going around. The fairy moon's not in play today at all, which is a really good sign, because that had been representing the super-powered object that should only be used for good. And when it disappeared, it seemed like the Ninja Queen lost a lot of her power. But the Ninja Queen still got her own train. She can still brute force this without the ring of power thing. And then there's the G minor. And already a G minor feels like the dark train to me, because that's the 5 chord in the major key that we're in C major. G is C's 5 chord. And for that to be made minor and then flattened, that means there's kind of a dangerous, secret, deep decline going on in the peace train. And so we've got the dark trains sort of crashing into the peace train and causing a real problem. But then this guy, so yeah, the Ninja Queen's driving the dark train, crashes into the peace train like a blondsided, T-boned on the tracks. But what happens after that? Oh, the angel comes out. The sun comes out. I don't know if that's protecting the peace train, or just kind of making better sense of what's going on, or maybe, you know, this isn't okay. So now we're at this story doesn't end today. This is kind of like the dark train crashes into the peace train, and the angel comes out and is like, "Hey, what you gonna do?" But then it marches right back up to the Ninja Queen. And that's a popular turn of phrase musically. F, and then I'm doing a passing tone on G, or a passing chord. F up to A, we've run into that a few times, like all along the Watchtower. That's that. And it's kind of an easy cycle to get in. It represents the sort of coolness of depression, if that makes sense. And so let's get to it. I'm running out of minutes here. I'm going to do the mini words first. Battle. Hope. Disaster. The day is really charged, and there are some real problems going on. And the G flat minor over G, that smells like the power being out to me, man. It's nuts. This is kind of a dumb one. But even coming up with the phrase is kind of a disaster right here. A little bit of a reference to some weird stuff. All your trains are belong to crash, battle, disaster, hope. There's a senselessness about today. They crashed into the peace train and destroyed something, destroyed it, knocked it over, but their trains crashed too. The angel is out, but today expect to laugh at how stupid some disaster is. Expect to laugh at that and feel a bit better and get your guns out, and I don't mean that literally. Get your game face on for tomorrow, because whatever's going on with the angel, and the Ninja Queen, it's kind of like this scene cuts right before they dive into battle, and we're going into commercial until tomorrow. So hang back today. If you're driving, be super duper careful. There's a lot of crash energy in this mess, and try to enjoy it. They had to sacrifice their own train to smash up the peace train today, and that at least is a good thing. But angels out, man. If you're on the angel train, if you're an angel, if you're doing that thing, get out there and make yourself known. Make sure you're looking out for the ones you love and for the ones you love but don't know very well. And stick together. I've just got 1 minute left on my storage on my phone, so just gonna do it one more time. There's that crash. And I'm going to leave that cadence open. Love you guys. See you next time.